Here's Butler. And it's good. Now it's a 3-point Philadelphia lead.
Well, offensively, he's taken a solid opening quarter and just built on it here in the second.
John Wall certainly seems to have the respect of his team, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. As a young guy who's running the point guard position, his teammates have great confidence in him as a leader, and you could see that in his growth this past season. It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but now he's definitely found his stride and rhythm.
And George, here we go. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, he's sensing this is a critical time in this game, guys.
Outside Butler. Noah trying to get open. Horford kicks to Gallinari. Another three for Philadelphia.
Things starting to click for him from the three-point line. Didn't make any in the first quarter, but now three here in the second.
Siva kicks over to Watch. And he bangs it home with one hand. There it is, guys. That Olay defense. Just watching him go, Clark, right by.
I think we might be seeing which team is ready to take control of this game.
Yeah, that's a dunk that could absolutely get them going. I agree, Clark.
Now here's Collison. Here's Noah. And it doesn't even draw iron.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Siva dishes to George. Shoots from the baseline. Another one falls for Washington.
He's so reliable. And, you know, his offense seems to be consistently there for this team.
The kick outside to Butler. Wants to get it off to Noah and does. The dish to Collison. Tries again. Noah's shot is off.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
George. Noah with the block. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kevin, the Sixers going young, and Coach Brett Brown explained their philosophy, saying, we try to highlight athletes and length. At this stage, we're trying to grow a blue-collar, hard-nosed defensive program. You take those athletes, put them in a defensive system, and get them playing in the open court. That's the flavor of what we're trying to do. Kevin, back to you.
Putting those young legs to use, Doris. Thanks. And the Wizards making a change here. Ball's checked in. And the 76ers call time here. Some changes for Philadelphia. Marcus Gasol is checked in for Noah. And it's Vasquez in for Gallinari. J.R. Smith's checked in for Washington. George passes to Blotch. The kick out to Wall. On the wing, George. To the left side wing. Clock at 4. No one near Wall as he lets it go. Gordon kicks over to Watch. Nails the 16-footer. Watch has got 4 this quarter.
You're going to be waiting a long time if you're waiting for him to miss that when he's that open.
A try by Collison. They need this one. And Horford with the lay-in. Horford's got 7.
A good job of spotting his teammate near the basket and zipping the pass right in there.
Here's Wall.
Oh, get it! Oh, watch out now. Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Still, I mean, it's startling that he'd even try that right now.
Collison kicks to Butt. Gasol tried to free himself up. And now Horford again. Horford's got it all tied up now for the 76ers. And Wall kicks to Smith. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
You know, for a player with his explosiveness, that was ATM time. Cash money, the easy way.
Yeah, that kind of defense is not going to cut it against him.
Cash money. I like that, Clark.
That's good. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's the screen. Good work defensively by Gasol.
The defense was ready for him that time, and they had to be. He is so powerful in the lane.
It's all tied in Philadelphia. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. And welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. More action in store as the players get ready to go. Having a nice break to get hydrated with Gatorade. And Steve and Clark and I are refreshed and ready to go here as well.
Gallinari played a great quarter of basketball there. 13 points, and he's got 9 points from behind the arc.
Yeah, that's been an important part of his game today. He's made his open looks.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. You look at Gallinari, what a contribution.
Well, I love his tenacity defensively. The way he plays at that end of the floor, it's been a major factor here in this game.
And as the game moves on, I think he should continue to be aggressive defensively to keep ball handlers off balance and uncomfortable.
And on the floor for Randy Whitman as we get into the second half. Chris Humphries is out there with Paul George. Then there's Etuan Moore. Then it's Plumlee. And it's Wall in at the point. Plumlee, no luck. The 76ers shooting 40% from the field.
After a 5-year absence from the playoffs, the Wizards were able to get back into the postseason last year. Big step for the franchise.
Shot clock at 6 for the lead. And it's Horford again missing. Humphries with it. And it's Horford picking him up. Moore dishes the Wall. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
And the Wizards certainly turned some heads in their postseason run. A team considered to be an afterthought in the playoffs, but they did as well as any could have hoped for in terms of getting to the second round and pushing the Pacers to 6 games in that round.
Now here's Vasquez. And it's Etuan Moore with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Now here's Beverly. Guarded closely. With the shot.
Starting to get restless here. 0 for 4 to start the second half.
Another miss by Philadelphia. Well, with the Wizards, a good postseason run, taking care of business, beating Chicago in the first round, and then Clark put a scare into the Pacers in the second.
Exactly, Kevin. There was a rumor that some teams were trying to make it where they would face the Wizards in the playoffs, thinking they were a weak and easy opponent. Not sure if those rumors are true, and the Wizards certainly showed they're very formidable and will be good going forward.
Here is Wall after the made shot from Joakim Noah. Wall with the slam. Savage, that's the way to get some momentum on your side.
Absolutely. Those dunks can really have a deflating effect on the defense.
Especially coming from a guy out of the backcourt.
Now here's Vasquez. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Butler missing.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Beverly, the pass to Noah.
Joakim Noah, one of the great effort players in the NBA. His energy and mobility enable him to make his impact felt all over the court.
Boy, you talk about Noah's energy and hustle. His offensive rebounding is a huge plus for their offense, and his speed in transition creates problems for the opposing big men as well.
Andre Blutch, he's checked in for the Wizards. Smith comes in for Ejuan Moore. The Wizards working the ball around now. Here's Blutch. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's on Joakim Noah. At the defensive end, Steve, Noah is a key player.
Yeah, last season's Defensive Player of the Year, Kevin. It gives you rebounds, blocks, steals, but what impresses me the most is his ability to guard on the perimeter against screen and roll when he switches out onto point guards. He's unmatched in that category.
Gordon's checked in for Plumlee. Here's Horford. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Horford's got 11.
And that's why teams emphasize the use of screens and picks, just to get you some open looks like that one.
Outside, Wall. Banked in off the glass. Wall's got 21.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
And Beverly kicks to Vasquez. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
Now here's Beverly. Covered by Wall. And Beverly kicks to Vasquez. 6 to shoot.
He's killing them with his poor shooting. The defense is more than willing to give him those shots now.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
No, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
And the 76ers call time here.
You know, the Sixers, quite honestly, since 2003 have been a team stuck on that treadmill of mediocrity, never winning more than 43 games. You know, last season the organization finally committed to a full overhaul and rebuild.
Marc Gasol's checked in for Philadelphia. Moore is checked in for Washington. Moore with the steal. Here's George. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. They've got to pad their lead any time an opportunity presents itself. And I'll tell you what, that was a golden one there.
Now here's Vasquez. Here's Beverly. Shot clock at 5. Shoots the 3. Shot misses.
Not a good look at the hoop. They've got to do a better job offensively creating some space.
Moore dishes to George. Gasol with the steal. Here's Vasquez. Rebound, Washington. Watch has got his 5th rebound in this one.
And the Sixers rebuild really started in earnest during the 2013 draft when they traded away their all-star point guard Drew Holiday to New Orleans for 2 separate first-round picks. A defining move, I think, to strategically weaken the team while acquiring assets.
Smith kicks to Moore. Dishes to Gordon. Moore against Gasol. Moore passes to Gordon. That pushes it to double digits. Watch has got 7 points.